And we're talking Houston Dynamo, currently in seventh,
They're not first, so they are.
underperforming.
I mean, yeah, that's where they belong, right?
It's not what your
What did I
standings
have?
prediction say.
I had them 11. You had them 10. This is an overperforming team if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Overperforming, period. With the
Yes,
team.
agreed on overperforming. It's been a strong start to the season for them. Who would you say has been the driving force behind that? Who's their best player?
I mean, this one's easy, right? It's Sebastian Ferreira.
Is it easy?
Dude.
I wouldn't say it's so easy.
Oh my God. Go ahead, pick Darwin Quintero because
I will pick Darwin Quintero.
Because I know that Adam's not here. You need to give him his heads up. But listen, if Sebastian Ferreira isn't here, Darwin Quintero is the only person they have to worry about. He's not scoring what he's scoring. Sebastian Ferreira has made a world of difference for this team, not in the goal contributions, but in the way that he plays and stretches the defense and opens them wide and creates the lanes that he needs to. It's a deep thought pick. It's not look, Darwin's got more goals in less minutes. He's better. Go ahead, hit me with that. I dare you.
I'm just gonna pick Darwin anyway. I think Darwin has done a lot outside of just goals and assists per however many minutes he's played. I mean, that definitely is helpful. He's got 4 goals on the year, but I think he's a very influential player in the attack and helps. I mean, I agree with you. It helps to have Herrera there because now defenses have to split their attention between the two. Because if you just neglect one, they're going to burn you. So I think it's fair to, give credit to both of them this season. What's been your biggest surprise?
The fact that you picked Darwin Quintero over Sebastian Ferreira for player of the quarter.
But you picked Ferreira. I can't pick him. What do you want me to do? Unless it's blatantly obvious, I'm gonna try to pick someone different. What's your biggest surprise? Come on, hit me with something good.
I think I'm gonna go with Carrasquilla, the defensive mid out of Panama. He only had 1 appearance last year, and we didn't really know much about him. So we weren't sure he was even going to feature. I mean, to be fair, we didn't even know he got picked up. I didn't know he was on the team for however long. So we thought he was just going to get dropped. But he's featured in 9 games now and no goals, no assists. But as a defensive mid, he's probably been one of the main driving forces as to why they've been as good as they are. Him and Vera in a double pivot have been really nice together. So I'll go with that.
I think mine might be a bit more under the radar, a little bit harsh too, but the decline of Memo Rodriguez has been a surprise to me. I feel like at one point in time, and granted, it wasn't a good Houston team, but I feel like at one point in time, he was the face of this Houston team. And
sure, back when Houston were the bottom of the West.
Yeah, but still, you would think the guy, even at that point, who was the face of the team, would still be like a pretty consistent contributor. But at this point, it seems like he's more just a substitute. I mean, he's got more sub appearances than he does starts this season. He's got less than 400 minutes.
Yep.
And at this point, he's not breaking into that attack he's the 5th option guy in the attack at this point. You got Fafa Pico, Darwin Quintero, Ferreira, and Tyler Pasher probably all ahead of him. So I think it's expected if you look at who's on the team, but I just didn't expect it to happen so quickly. I think he needs to trade away somewhere else. Maybe like an FCC or something. I don't know, where he can get game time.
Why is FCC always your go-to?
It's not always my go-to. That's not where I said Zardes should be traded.